Hey guys, it's David here from the Lego Guys with a long overdue video of Legos. Been real busy lately, haven't had a lot of time to do a Lego video, and as you can probably hear, just barely getting over a cold. But it gave me a good excuse to do a Lego video. Stuck at home for a couple of days, can't really do anything else, so let's delve right into this. So I decided, had a couple of things built for like a month and a half, 2 months now. Figured I should probably show those to you guys before I get bored of them and take them apart. You'll notice that the Mustang, yeah, that's a Lego set, 1967 Mustang GT350, I think. A real nice car. It was the race car. Then we have the Mercedes. I have done videos on that Lego set in the past, or a video. This one's different. You might be able to see the difference. There's actually quite a few differences, but I just wanted to show off what I've done to it, change it up a little bit. Then we have the red Dodge or Ford or Chevy or whatever you want to call it. The red pickup truck. It's been a viewer favorite. A lot of people have asked me to do a build video on it. I'm gonna say this right now. Yeah, that's coming. Give me a little bit of time. Build videos are a little hard for me. Now that I've said that, I'm going to do it, I will do it. I will live up to what I've said. Then next up we have the 2003 Land Rover Discovery. Now this is modeled after my brother's Discovery. His is actually black and a four-door. This one I just kind of wanted, I was messing around with parts, wanted to change something up a little bit. Alright, so now that we've gone over what they are, let me show them off. Now I didn't do a video on the Mustang, a review, so that's kind of why I wanted to show this to you guys. I love this build. I love this car. This is one of my all-time most favorite cars. The Fastback, GT2+2 or the GT350. One of my favorite car designs. It's beautiful. So I've done a couple of things to it. One, I actually didn't put any of the stickers on it other than the horse up in the front. And I did add the scoop on the side here. I've been told that's a different color than what the car is, so we'll just say that's a design element that is supposed to be like that. I think it looks pretty cool. You have the inset bricks there showing the go fast groove, and then the scoop at the end. I think that's just a really cool look. I did put some, guess you'd call these hubcaps, like some rim elements on here. I think I got those from the Mercedes set, and I think it just pops a little bit better than what it had before, and I think it's really cool. The gold rims, if I had black rims, I'd swap them out. I don't, so that's why they're gold still. The interior here, let's show that off. It's got a nice tan interior. I think that's a brown seat. Not really sure. Now, did I? I can't remember. I think I opened that up a little bit in the back, a little bit more storage, but now I can't remember if it came like that in the set or not. But anyways, very simple, same as what you get in the set pretty much, but just a real cool car. One thing that would have kind of been nice is to put that window sticker on the back, but I think with the black roof, it kind of works all together without having that window decal on the back, because it had the stripe going through it and everything, and I didn't want to do the stripe all the way down the car. In the back you have the iconic taillights there, you have the horse as well, the Mustang. Dual exhaust, that's looking pretty cool. It's got some really neat design elements in here on just how they built the whole car. They use these design cues for pretty much every single one of them, but I think that the Lego designers really came together on this build, and just a really nice looking car. Alright, So next up, the other Speed Champions, the 2016 Mercedes-Benz AMG, something, something, something. I converted it into a wagon, or a hatchback, whichever you want to decide that is. Everything else is really the same. Yeah, you can remove the front clip and put on the other one, which I have in the bed at the truck right now. This one is kind of the soccer mom mobile front clip, I feel, because it's a little bit more stock, you could say. Still has its real cool racing stripes and stuff, but flames coming out of the exhaust. I think that looks cool. So really the front end is the same. Where you really start to get into the difference is in the back here. I kept the taillights the way that they did it, but what I did here, this is a little bit longer than on the sedan or the coupe, so that's a little bit longer. The whole rear end really different styling. Not very hard to change out, but I really like the looks of this car. This car is just a really, really cool looking car. It's got that wing, body colored wing. I think that's pretty cool. If I had a black one, that'd probably be cool too. But the gray I think works. You open up the interior here. The front is mostly like what you'd find in the Lego set up until like here, and then I changed it. So if you took the arms off somebody, you could probably stab someone in the back there. Other than that, it's just really for storage. But you can see that there is quite a bit of room in the back for just luggage. And I think this is really just a cool cruiser. You still sit really low in there. But I think it's just a real neat car. Had a lot of fun changing it up. So I wanted to show that off to you guys. Let's actually change the front clip now. So we have regular old soccer mom mode. Pull off the front clip. Then, you know, we got the racing soccer mom mode. Just gets the lower lip on there and the different grille. I like the normal soccer mom mode grille better, but that lower lip or diffuser or whatever you want to call it, that looks pretty rad too. So, you know, just like the Lego set, you can change it up a little bit. Yeah, I had fun with this one. Just about anyone could do this with a couple spare parts. That's what's kind of fun about it. Alright, next up, pickup truck. Is it the same as the last one I did? No, it is different. It is beefier in the front end. The other one I felt had a really weak front end. It was alright, but it was just weak. It wasn't big enough. It wasn't menacing enough. I feel like this one has quite a bit more menacing of a front end. The bumper is a little bit lower than on the other one. There's that space in between the bumper and the headlights and the grille. I wish I had some way of blocking that up with body color, red, but there's just not. The grille is different. The hood is mostly the same, except for there's some racing stripe. I did use that new piece, with the bent end on that curve, for over the headlight. I think that looks really cool. I think this is just a real cool looking truck. Other than that, really, it's just about the same as the other one. It does have the spot in there for a trailer hitch, if you wanted that. The tailgate, that's different. It's got those extra bar, or whatever you call those, the step pieces on it, just to give it a little bit more height when it's closed up. I don't really know how that all happened, how that differed from the other truck. The other truck did not have that. I don't remember how I built the other one exactly. So this one was kind of starting from scratch, kind of using the other one as well. I think it's cooler though. I don't remember if I had the step on the other one, but this one has a full length step running all the way down it. It actually goes into the bed as well. That just gives it a little bit more support, because you can't use that as a step with the dually. Opening it up, I don't remember what the last one was like, but this one has kind of dual front seats, bucket seats. They're a little bit more contoured. You can see I use that brick in there. A little bit more contoured. You can change the backs a little bit more. The back seats is plain Jane as it gets, just on the floor, nothing even to rest your back on, so that'd be uncomfortable, but limited to the space, of course. Up in there you can see there's a glove box, and then the steering wheel with the gauge cluster, which isn't there, no gauges, but you know, the bump in the dash is there, and I think it looks pretty cool. Very simple. That's why I kind of feel it's a Dodge, because they have a little bit blander, dare I say, interiors. Dodge, if you're listening, I love your products. Your Hellcats are super cool, and the 2019 Dodges have super nice interiors. I've been in them. They're nice. But the little bit older body style, like a 2018, this is a heavy duty 3500. If you get a base model, just the cloth seats in gray, this is kind of what it reminds me of. F-150s are kind of like that too. I imagine Chevys could be like that and stuff. But I think this is just a cool truck. Oh, I don't remember if I put that in the last one. Just that little silver piece to indicate, you know, kind of the badging under the big old tow mirrors. So, build video coming up on that sometime soon. Hopefully, within the next 6 months. And stay tuned for that. Alright, last but not least is the 03 Discovery 2-door. They make these in real life. They make a 2-door Discovery. They look hideous because all they really did is weld the rear door and then make it a flush seam. And I don't like the way it looks. My brother doesn't like the way it looks. So I went with the style of cutting the back door out completely, shortening the wheelbase a little bit, and I think it turned out pretty cool. Yeah, this is based on that one Lego set with the 2 motorcycles from a couple years back, but it has a lot more design elements of a Discovery, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm trying to keep my cat from coming in the frame here, and you can really tell the design elements with the back window especially. It has that upper window, which Land Rovers are famous for. Those are pretty cool. It was fun to put that in there. I don't think it really serves any purpose. I think it's blocked off entirely in this build, but it looks cool. You have the full-length back window there. No middle or no rear doors you can see, so it is just a 2-door. This one is beefier. It's got some off-road suspension slapped on it, some beefier tires on there. Has good ground clearance. Actually, you can see that it's built on that boat kind of piece there, so it has a ton of clearance on the side there. Got a push bar up front for pushing things out of your ways, like trees and stuff, brush that's in the front. You wouldn't want that going into your radiator. Has a hood scoop, so I feel like this one would be like a fairly fast-ish kind of truck. A lot of power, a lot of crawling power. So it'd just be real good at off-roading. A cool truck. It's got the light bar up front with the light covers on it right now. Does have a roof rack, simple roof rack, but low profile to the vehicle. I think that looks pretty cool. In the back we do have the offset spare tire, and then this little hinge, that's kind of like the grab handle. And then another design cue is the taillights being a little bit higher up on the truck. On real Land Rovers they're like way up at the top, so I could change it if I want to, but I don't really want to. It does have the third brake light up in there. Kind of hard to see. Can you see it there? You can kind of see it there. Right in the middle, it's got a third brake light. It's got a trailer hitch on it. You can open that whole center section up. Got some camera gear in there. Got a pot for some cooking. There's a second seat in there, or a second row of seat, which is kind of neat. You can pop the whole top off. It's actually real easy to do that. Comes with a hatch and everything. You can look in there, losing the expensive camera. There's a backpack in the back there. My brother's really into that kind of stuff, doing some photography and hiking around, getting some cool pictures and some birds and stuff. So it does have that rear seat, and then 2 up front. Really, you can only fit 1 person, but it is offset. My brother's Land Rover actually has a tan interior. I went with red on this build because I think it's just a little bit nicer. Red for the seats. Black dash up in there. Kind of the same style as the other one, as the truck, except no super defined glove box, and there's a vent there on the top barely seeing it, but there's a vent, and then the same for the dashboard, or the gauge cluster. So that's really all I got for this truck. Cool rig, cool 4x4, but you know, simple. Kind of fun to build stuff like that every once in a while. All right, so that'll be it for this video. Like I said a bajillion times, look out for the build video on the Dodge. If you want a build video on the Land Rover, I could probably do that. It's pretty simple. You could probably tell how to build it just from looking at it. The Dodge is a little bit more special because of the dually, which is kind of fun, and then the front end as well. For the Mustang, you can just look at the instructions online. It's the same, just without stickers and a little bit of work done to the side there to give it the scoop. And then the Mercedes, you just gotta use your imagination on that one. I don't feel like it warrants a build video because I didn't really do a full custom build on it. It was just the rear end, just making it into a wagon or a hatchback. But yeah, so that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time, hopefully within 6 months or so.